What the hell is that? I was not expecting that when I bring in B Roots. He's got the, who is this, B Roots or Mr. Omodulus? Is this B Roots or Mr. O? And then let's also bring in Ian Heineken. It looks like the Wi-Fi guy got Ian. It looks like the Wi-Fi got Ian because he's on a plane. We'll try to bring him back on. It looks like he was frozen there from the plane Wi-Fi. We'll try to bring him up. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on next to me. What is this? What is this right here? Is this a cult mask? Is this a shield? And why are you not talking? I think it's...
I believe Cult will be a 50 billion with a B.
With a B?
$50 billion market cap.
With
right now we're sitting, I believe, just under 70 million. So if you add that up, 714x.
Do you have a timeline on that? Do you have a timeline when you think that you're going to see a 50 billion from Cult?
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
Or earlier.
So
or
a long-term project.
The absolute latest, this time, 2025. Or
I like
earlier.
that.
Or earlier.
I like that.
If you can't sit around and stake your coins, because it's going to be worth more if you're staking and participating in the ecosystem and the DAO, 714x potential.
That's a lot.
Hold
That's
on.
a lot.
Or higher. That's just my goals, and that's what I feel. There are a lot of things based off the burning. You spoke with Dom yesterday. If you watch his video, I want to say it's like 2 or 3 months ago, where they have this tracker or whatever, and it goes through the burns and the amount of proposals that's went through and the ability to pump once they get on exchanges and things like that. That's why, he agreed with me. I went back and watched that video, and he said, "Yeah, I agree with you." And there's some things that really say that it can do it. Yeah, I'm right there. $50 billion market cap. I do think that we will see a 1 cent or a higher Cult within 3 years.
You heard it here first, guys. And if you are tuning us in today, guys, tuning in with us today, make sure to smash that like button. It helps spread this on YouTube, helps with the algorithm. We'll bring more people in here, and we'll get this party started. I'm here with Mr. O. I mean, B Roots.
Oh, I'm not Mr. O. Mr. O, can I show him that shield again? All right, I'll be right back. Let me check something real quick.
Yeah, we got to see that shield here. He's gonna grab that. B Roots. I think he's talking to himself in the background. I don't know what's going on there with B Roots. He's got the shield. He's got the mask. He's coming back. Hold on. Let's bring him back in here. What's he got? He's got the shield again.
I got Mr. O's shield right here, baby. Cult Dao. This is Shield Masters. Masters with a Z. If you want to take part in a revolt, go to @Shield Masters with a Z, and you can get yourself your own Cult Dao shield and partake in the revolt.
That thing is
Mr.
sick.
O is going to kill me for showing his shield, but this thing is badass. This thing is like made of like real steel. Like, listen to it.
Like an actual warrior shield.
This is a real deal warrior shield right here. And you're going to see in all my YouTubes, I'm going to put this bad boy in the background. It'll be a little bigger. I'll have a nice little zoom in. But this bad boy's pretty badass. So, all right. Mr. O wants me to give his shield back.
G Kim loves it. Grove token, make a noise. Grove token, make a noise if you're in the chat. Steve said Grove will be parabolic with an E. Not parabolic, parabolic. My lack of long-term belief in Cult is based on what B Roots is saying. It's perspective. My lack of so he does not have long-term belief.
Those same people, when I said invest $150 in SHIB, had that same this belief. And until 1,000x it. So I'm calling, once again, I'll keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. I will 86,666x Cult.
So specific?
Or more.
86,666.
That's at 0.012.
So it's going to hit a penny. You believe?
This is the reason why. The long-term belief in it is there is only one coin truly taking over the crypto market when it comes to community, development, and also exchange listings. When you put all three of those together and say, what is the biggest game changer in crypto right now? There is not a coin that you can say that competes with that right there. Not a single one. Not a single one. Now, there are other coins that I have. There are other coins that I hold. But I cannot say with a straight face that they can get to a $50 billion market cap. In my opinion, the only one that I hold in my bags right now to say 50 billion is Cult. Why? Because they have the utility, they have the developer that's very active, by the way. They have the community that's growing. Spaces calls every single day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day, with anywhere from 50 to 150 people in there every single day and growing. They've converted half the hex maximalists are in Cult. Half of them, at least half of them are in Cult. And these guys are super maxi-like, and they are in Cult. If you can change them into coming into Cult, best believe when the market gets pumping, Cult is going to explode. And that's why I come with those things. So difference between 600K and 600 mil is 60 million. I'm not saying million, I'm saying billion. Cult will be, in my opinion, a top 20 coin in the next 3 years. And I love having these videos because I'm going to play it back over and over and over again and say, remember when they were all hating on B Roots? And I said, I told you so. Back when it was 60 million.
Yeah, that's why these videos are receipts. And a lot of people in the chat are saying he's describing Volt. And I think it's good. Like there's a lot of good tokens because you were describing a lot of similarities that Volt Inu has. You're like a great utility, right? Great utilities coming out. A developer that's very active in live streams and spaces calls. So it's like, I love the similarity between Volt and Cult. I don't think there needs to be any competition. I think that both tokens can.
They're two different coins.
Two different coins doing two different things, but there's so many. That's why I cover both in this channel because they're both doing incredible stuff. Tony Fandango said Volt Inu will reach the billions as well. I agree with that. And Cult is game changing. So we have both Cult and Volt people in the chat, as it should be. I think like they both sound the same. They both are doing similar things, right? Both have undoxed developers that are just interesting characters. Like Voltoshi, incredibly interesting, fascinating person. Mr. O, incredibly interesting, fascinating person. Strong community.
He's talking about you.
Is he over there? Hold on, Voltoshi's not here.
He's
Voltoshi. He's over here.
But here's the next thing with Cult. You know, I'll there's one thing I didn't talk about.
Let's hear it.
It's ultra deflationary. So the market cap actually gets smaller as coins burn. Every single transaction is burning Cult. So when we go back up to the all-time high, guess what? It won't be a $300 million market cap like it was a few months ago. It'll be a whole lot less. And that is the one part people just don't seem to understand, is that the ability to pump Cult, you saw Cult go up like crazy numbers.
Crazy.
And it had almost its full supply. But all this time, it's been burning trillions of supply. It got 6.6 trillion. There's going to come a time where you're going to look at it and see that, damn, these exchanges have to keep buying Cult. Why? Because every transaction is burning it. So what do they have to do? They have to keep going back on Uniswap and buying the supply. But wait, there's less supply left on the market. Oh, that's how it works. Go to the Etherscan. That second, go to, you see the circles right there?
Yeah.
No, go down.
I know. I'm just looking, like, look how similar the charts are between Cult and Volt. They're like literally identical.
Yeah.
They're identical.
Crazy.
And you said the all-time high for Cult was 300 million?
300, yeah.
It's like the same exact all-time high for Volt.
A little over 300.
Bro, they're identical. What do you want me to click on?
You see where the circles are under where it says Cult Dao?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the second one is Etherscan. I'm about to hit you guys with some alpha.
Give us some alpha.
Scroll down. You see how it says max supply 6.6 trillion? Go up a little bit. That's where it started at, 6.6 trillion. Now go to holders. Scroll down. Now you see where it says Uniswap V2 Cult 2? That's how much Cult is left.
Damn.
171 million. Only $2.9 million at today's price.
Billion.
2 billion. 171 billion. But when you scroll to your right, the value, there's only 2.57% of supply left. That is a whopping $2.9 million left to buy. And
No
I'm
way.
telling you, you've got 3 years to buy up your Cult, or you're going to be left behind. Because what happens when that's all taken up? What happens when Binance gets in play? What happens when Coinbase comes in and buys some Cult? What happens when FTX needs to buy some Cult? What happens when Crypto.com needs to buy some Cult? Who are they going to be buying it from?
The many.
Because there is no Cult left to buy. So when you buy that Cult, it's going to pump the price up harder. And what does that do? That burns even more. Think about the tokenomics and why this thing is massively bullish. You're going to be wishing you were in Cult.
Is this Vitalik Buterin?
Vitalik Buterin has
Bro, that guy gets just airdrops from everybody in the
industry. That's $341,000 worth of Cult right now, sitting in his bag and doesn't even know it yet. He will know it.
No, he probably knows it for sure.
He probably are. He's probably no. He could be Mr. O.
I don't think so.
Mr. O.
I think you're Mr. O.
He's not
I
talking.
think you are Mr. O. ZL's loving it.